Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Police Accountability Show. Remember, when you watch the Police Accountability Show, you agree to being offended, as well as nothing that you see on the Police Accountability Show constitutes legal advice. Please seek out a local lawyer for your local laws. And welcome, everyone, and welcome again to the Police Accountability Show. I'm your host, Chad Christophers, and we're here today to talk about whether or not the police should be elected. And you may wonder, why do I have this picture up, the beginning of democracy in Greece? And it is because in the original form of democracy, a lot more and many government positions were voted for in the public on a per diem basis, meaning every time there was a trial, they wouldn't use the same judge. There was no a fixed or regular judge. We had a large pool of people who would be randomly selected to be the judge for that case. And that brings me to today's topic is, should the police be chosen just at random from our community? Should everyone, have an opportunity to be a police officer? Everyone that wants to be, could they put in their name in one gigantic lottery and then we select all of the people? Or should everyone just be part of it? Should police service be mandatory as selected, no different than jury duty? That's where jury duty comes from, is the original form of Greek democracy where everything was chosen at random. And the reason being is because when you only have people who want to be police officers, well, some of those people who want to be police officers for corruption or nefarious reasons as well. Same with judges. Judges can be corrupted. People, if you know who the judge is going to be, you could influence the judge before your court date. But having a random person show up to be judge every time, it's impossible for you to intimidate that person or to influence the judge before the case. And are the police able to be influenced by gangs and the public at large? Well, quite frankly, yes. I mean, a lot of these officers do police in the areas they come from. If there's a dangerous gang in their own area that could hurt them or their families, are they going to arrest them? Or are they going to do what's best for them and their families? And that's where having random people be police officers on and off could be advantageous, because it creates an impartiality. We don't know who the police or the police families are necessarily going to be, so it's a lot harder to influence them. It's harder to fall prey to corruption. You can't shake down a random person before you know who they are. And then once the person's no longer a judge, it's not like they're going to be a judge the next day, right? So then all the other people with cases, they're not mad at that person or judge. They have no point to influence them, and that's the point, right? The original Greek form of democracy had everything randomized for, impartiality at a multitude of reasons, and it makes it more democratic, right? Because people are prone to corruption. People can take bribes. You can't bribe a random person before you know they're going to do it. Can you? No. Exactly. And that's what it comes down to. So what do you think? Do you think all the police should be chosen by random? Should it be one big lottery? Should we move back towards the older Greek version of democracy? Tell me in the comments, what do you think? Do you think everyone should have a chance to be a police officer? Should it just be a big pool and then we select random? Should people all be trained as officers and only at random times do people have the job? Tell me what you think in the comments. This has been Police Accountability. I'm Chad Christophers. Don't work too hard.